I don't know. I've been cutting hair for 4 years, almost bleeding to 5. Started when I was 18.
Okay.
I used to actually run track at the U of M,
Really?
but I was still cutting hair at the time, and I actually dropped out of university because what like made me drop out was I won this hair competition that Regan Tran held called the All City Barber Battle,
Yeah.
and it was the very first one, and I was in the 18 under competition. I was probably about like 5 months cutting at the time, I think. Then like I knew everybody there was more experienced than me. I was just like under Scott, like Famos, right?
Yeah.
Because like he took me in when I straight out of high school because I was working there for collecting like hours for school, like 100 hours to earn 1 grade 12 credit.
Okay.
So I was just kicking it there to like sweep in, saying hi to customers, doing all like the maintenance work for the shop, secretary stuff. And then one day Scott put a pair of clippers in my hand and was like, here you go. Then over here, I just like the lifestyle. I saw Chink the Barber, saw all these cool barbers, cool sneakers. I'm 17 at the time. I'm like, wow. But I was too scared to cut hair because I was like, I could never do that because it was like, yo, like if you mess up on someone's hair, then it's game over. But like, I remember I called one of my best friends, like Aaron. I was like, yo, I'm gonna cut your hair. And then like he let me cut his hair. Obviously, I obviously messed up, but I kept on going with the pair of clippers Scotty gave me. Then which bled into like that barber battle. Scotty was like, you should join it, and I was like, I guess I'm joining it. So I took my best model, the one that I actually knew how to cut his hair. I was still inexperienced and didn't really know how to like fade or cut the top or do all like the actual overall look. But I knew this one guy that can cut properly and make it look decently cool and presentable and kind of like more unique than the other competitors I was against because I knew what they were coming in. I just knew how to prep my model the best.
Okay.
So then I ended up entering the competition. I won it.
Let's go.
Then after, I ended up like dropping out because like, hey, I think this is for me, I didn't want to run track no more. Like I was, because I'm a more all in type person. If I'm gonna do one thing, you might as well go all in on it, right? Then that happened. So yeah, ever since then I've been just grinding and working, but getting better every day, learning through Scott and my peers around me, going to workshops around like Canada. Then taking mentorship programs. The first one I took mentorship program was 2024. In 2023, I took this mentorship program where to help you scale your business to like 10, 20K. And then I spent for the program it was like about 10,000 Canadian, and like I was like, I have a decent amount of money on me, but like I was selling commission at the shop, so obviously whatever I was making was getting split.
Yeah.
So, but then like I just full on sent it. Then that helped me grow my business. Because the way it would help you grow your business was through content. But my content didn't end up popping off until maybe like I joined another mentorship program. I stopped that one because like I just don't want the mindset was a bit different in that one, and I just didn't like how it went. But it did help me create better videos and kind of like propel me towards this program, which was more towards my like goal and aesthetic, and like how I wanted to portray myself in the barber industry.
Got you.
So
let's break the story down a little bit. So in high school,
yeah,
you weren't cutting, or you were beginning to cut, and you were like, what do you like? Did you go to? You said you were like just interning at the
interning for like some random like classroom program that I had to go to earn 1 grade 12
So what's
credit.
the class like? Is it like, were you at like a trade school, or like was this?
No,
just
it was
like
just some regular high school class called LifeWorks where you would have to like make a resume, enter a job.
Oh, sure.
So it could be wherever. I picked Saint because I wanted, honestly at the time I was running track and my barber left for the military, so I wanted free haircuts. So I knew who to look for. I was like, yo, Famos. I saw the amount of followers he had. I saw his work and I was like, all right, I'll finesse my way in here.
He bought you in.
Yeah, I'll finesse my way in here. I'm gonna sweep my way into getting free haircuts.
Damn. Damn. So that's how you got into the barber journey.
Pretty much, yeah. I swept my way in.
Did
Literally.
you take any classes? Like, did you ever go to like barber school, or like you just learned by just practicing? Or
so after university, no, after I won that barber battle, I dropped out of university. Then I entered hair school the night of, because I already knew, and I actually had a presentation the next day. I still went to it. I still did my like blah 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 whatever for like fine art school whatever. Right?
Yeah.
I showed my little drawing off, but like I knew that like it was gonna be my farewell. Be like, okay, this is my drawing. I'm gonna get out of here after
walked
this.
out.
Yeah, because I spent like 20 hours on this drawing. I had to show it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What was that decision? Like, how'd you come up with the decision of like, listen, this is not for me. I want to do this full time, or I want to go into this. Like, that's a tough decision to make. Not everyone can just wake up. I know sometimes we have the 2 a.m. kind of motivation. Was this like a 2 a.m. motivation kind of thing, or was this something that was building over time? You're like, hey, I'm gonna drop out.
it was definitely in the back of my head because I was interning. I wasn't really cutting hair, right?
Yeah.
Like I really just started picking up hair clippers my last month of high school.
Okay.
Like the very last month, people were asking me for grad cuts. I was cutting them up for like $5. Like I don't know how they were coming to me for grad cuts because I was messing everyone up. It was literally like the last 3 weeks of high school is when I did my first haircut, and I was just like, all right. I saw this picture on my phone of my friend Devin, and like there's a fat line in his head, but like he's posting up with my other friend Zach, and I'm like, I mean, as long as they liked it at that time, it's all good.